Welcome. Today we're diving into the lean startup methodology, a powerful approach that's changing the way new businesses launch and grow. Lean startup is all about moving fast, learning quickly, and minimizing risk. Instead of spending months or years developing a product in isolation, this method encourages entrepreneurs to get their ideas into the real world as soon as possible. By doing so, they can gather feedback, make improvements, and avoid costly mistakes. Whether you're an aspiring founder or just curious about modern business strategies, understanding lean startup can give you a fresh perspective on innovation and growth. Let's explore how it works step by step. Lean startup methodology was popularized by Eric Ries in the early 2010s. Inspired by lean manufacturing principles from Toyota, Ries adapted these ideas to fit the fast-paced world of startups. The goal was to help entrepreneurs avoid wasting time and resources on products that might not succeed. By focusing on rapid experimentation and customer feedback, lean startup empowers founders to make smarter decisions. This approach has since been adopted by countless startups and even large companies looking to innovate more efficiently. Understanding its origins helps us appreciate why lean startup is so effective in today's business landscape. The heart of lean startup are three core principles: rapid prototyping, validated learning, and iterative product releases. Rapid prototyping means building simple versions of your product quickly. Validated learning is about testing your assumptions with real customers and using their feedback to guide your next steps. Iterative product releases involve launching, learning, and improving in cycles. These principles work together to help startups adapt to changing markets and customer needs. By following them, entrepreneurs can reduce uncertainty and increase their chances of success. Let's break down each principle in more detail. Rapid prototyping is all about turning your ideas into tangible products as quickly as possible. Instead of waiting for a perfect version, you create a basic model, often called a minimum viable product or MVP. This MVP is just enough features to attract early adopters and gather feedback. The goal isn't perfection, it's speed and learning. By getting your MVP into users' hands quickly, you can see what works, what doesn't, and what needs improvement. This approach saves time and resources, allowing you to pivot or refine your idea before making bigger investments. Validated learning is a process where startups test their assumptions with real customers. Instead of guessing what people want, you ask, observe, and measure. Every experiment is designed to answer a specific question like, do customers actually need this feature? By collecting data and analyzing results, you can validate or invalidate your ideas. This evidence-based approach helps you make informed decisions, reducing the risk of building something nobody wants. Validated learning turns uncertainty into knowledge, guiding your next steps with confidence. Iterative product releases mean launching, learning, and improving in cycles. After releasing your MVP, you gather feedback and make changes. Then you launch the next version, repeating the process. Each cycle brings you closer to a product that truly meets customer needs. This approach keeps you flexible and responsive, allowing you to adapt quickly as you learn more. Instead of betting everything on a single launch, you build momentum through continuous improvement. Iterative releases are a key reason why lean startup is so effective. Central to lean startup is the build, measure, learn loop. First, you build a product or feature. Next, you measure how customers respond using data and feedback. Finally, you learn from the results and decide what to do next: improve, pivot, or persevere. This loop repeats over and over, driving rapid progress. By focusing on learning, not just building, startups can avoid wasting time on the wrong things. The build, measure, learn loop is a simple but powerful tool for innovation. Minimum viable product, or MVP, is a core concept in lean startup. An MVP is the simplest version of your product that allows you to start the learning process. It's not about launching something perfect, it's about getting real feedback as soon as possible. By focusing on the essentials, you can test your ideas with minimal investment. If customers respond positively, you can build on your MVP. If not, you can pivot or make changes before investing more time and money. MVPs help startups move fast and learn even faster. Customer feedback is the lifeblood of lean startup. By listening to your users, you gain valuable insights into what works and what doesn't. This feedback helps you prioritize features, fix problems, and discover new opportunities. Instead of relying on assumptions, you make decisions based on real-world data. Engaging with customers early and often ensures that your product evolves in the right direction. In lean startup, feedback isn't just helpful, it's essential for success. One of the biggest benefits of lean startup is reducing market risks. By testing your ideas early and often, you avoid building products that nobody wants. Each experiment gives you more information about what customers need and how they behave. This approach minimizes the chances of failure and maximizes your chances of success. Instead of gambling on a big launch, you make small, informed bets. Lean startup turns uncertainty into opportunity, making it a smart choice for any entrepreneur. Lean startup, every experiment leads to a decision: pivot or persevere. If your idea isn't working, it's time to pivot, change direction, and try something new. If you're seeing positive results, you persevere and keep improving. This mindset keeps startups agile and responsive. Instead of sticking with a failing plan, you adapt based on evidence. Pivoting isn't failure, it's a smart way to find what works. Persevering means doubling down on success. Both are essential parts of the lean startup journey. Traditional business plans often involve months of planning and development before launching a product. Lean startup flips the script. Instead of waiting, you launch early, learn fast, and adapt quickly. This approach reduces wasted effort and increases your chances of finding product market fit. While traditional methods rely on predictions and assumptions, lean startup relies on real-world feedback and data. The result: faster growth, less risk, and more innovation. Lean startup isn't just for tech companies or Silicon Valley. Startups of all kinds, across industries and around the world, use this methodology. Even large corporations and nonprofits have adopted lean startup principles to drive innovation. The reason is simple. Lean Startup helps any organization learn faster, adapt to change, and reduce risk. Whether you're building an app, launching a service, or starting a social enterprise, Lean Startup can help you succeed. Benefits of Lean Startup are clear: faster time to market, lower costs, and higher chances of success. By focusing on learning and adaptation, startups can avoid common pitfalls and seize new opportunities. Lean Startup encourages experimentation, creativity, and resilience. It empowers teams to take risks, learn from failure, and keep moving forward. These benefits make Lean Startup a popular choice for entrepreneurs and innovators everywhere. A lean startup offers many advantages. It's not without challenges. Some teams struggle to let go of old habits like overplanning or fearing failure. Others find it hard to gather meaningful feedback or make tough decisions about pivoting. It takes courage to embrace uncertainty and experiment openly. But with practice, these challenges become opportunities for growth. Lean startup is a journey, and every step brings new lessons. Successful lean startup relies on a strong, adaptable team. You need people who are open to feedback, willing to experiment, and comfortable with change. Collaboration and communication are key. Everyone should understand the lean startup principles and be committed to learning and improvement. By building a culture of trust and experimentation, you set your startup up for long-term success. Lean startup failure isn't something to fear, it's a valuable source of learning. Every failed experiment teaches you something new about your product, your customers, or your market. By embracing failure, you create a safe space for innovation. Teams that aren't afraid to fail are more likely to take risks, try new ideas, and ultimately succeed. Lean startup turns failure into fuel for growth. Culture of experimentation is at the core of lean startup. Teams are encouraged to test new ideas, measure results, and learn from every outcome. This mindset fosters creativity and resilience. Instead of sticking to rigid plans, you adapt based on evidence. Over time, this culture leads to better products, happier customers, and a more innovative organization. Experimentation isn't just a tactic, it's a way of thinking. Customer discovery is the process of understanding your target audience's needs, problems, and desires. In lean startup, this step comes before building your product. By talking to potential customers, observing their behavior, and asking the right questions, you can uncover valuable insights. These insights guide your product development and help you avoid costly mistakes. Customer discovery ensures you're solving real problems for real people. For building a product, it's crucial to confirm that there's a real problem worth solving. Problem-solution fit means your idea addresses a genuine need in the market. Lean startup encourages you to test this fit early by talking to customers and validating your assumptions. If you find a strong fit, you can move forward with confidence. If not, it's time to pivot or refine your idea. Problem-solution fit is the foundation of every successful start. Product market fit is when your product meets the needs of a specific market and gains traction with customers. In lean startup, achieving product market fit is a major milestone. It means you found a solution that people want and are willing to pay for. Startups use feedback, data, and experimentation to reach this point. Once you have product market fit, you can focus on scaling and growth. Until then, keep iterating and learning. Not all metrics are created equal. In lean startup, it's important to focus on actionable metrics, numbers that help you make decisions and drive progress. Vanity metrics like total downloads or website visits can be misleading. Instead, track metrics that show real customer engagement, retention, and growth. By measuring what matters, you can make smarter choices and achieve better results. Lean Canvas is a simple one-page business plan designed for startups. It helps you map out your key assumptions, customer segments, value propositions, and more. Unlike traditional business plans, the Lean Canvas is quick to create and easy to update. It's a living document that evolves as you learn. Startups use the Lean Canvas to stay focused, organized, and aligned as they grow. Lean Startup encourages hypothesis-driven development. Every new idea or feature starts as a hypothesis, a statement you can test. For example, you might hypothesize that adding a new feature will increase user engagement. You then design experiments to test this hypothesis, gather data, and learn from the results. This scientific approach helps you make better decisions and avoid costly mistakes. Continuous deployment is the practice of releasing new features and updates as soon as they're ready. In Lean Startup, this approach keeps your product evolving and responsive to customer needs. Instead of waiting for big releases, you make small, frequent improvements. This allows you to gather feedback quickly and adapt on the fly. Continuous deployment is a key part of staying agile and competitive. Let's look at Lean Startup in action. Imagine a team launching a new app. Instead of building every feature at once, they start with an MVP, just the core functionality. They release it to a small group of users and gather feedback. Based on what they learn, they make changes, add features, or pivot their approach. This cycle repeats, with each iteration bringing them closer to a product that customers love. Lean Startup turns ideas into reality, one step at a time. Dropbox is a classic example of Lean Startup in action. Before building their full product, the founders created a simple demo video to explain their idea. They shared it online and watched as thousands of people signed up for early access. This validated the demand before they wrote a single line of code. By testing their assumptions early, Dropbox avoided wasted effort and built a product people actually wanted. Zappos, the online shoe retailer, used Lean Startup principles to test their business idea. Instead of building a huge inventory, the founder posted photos of shoes online and bought them from local stores when customers placed orders. This simple experiment validated the demand for online shoe shopping. Zappos grew into a billion-dollar company by starting small and learning fast. Lean Startup isn't just for tech or software. It works for physical products too. By building prototypes, gathering feedback, and iterating quickly, product teams can avoid costly mistakes. Whether you're designing a new gadget or launching a fashion line, Lean Startup principles help you stay focused on what customers really want. The result is better products and happier customers. Service businesses can also benefit from lean startup. By testing new offerings, gathering feedback, and refining their approach, service providers can improve quality and customer satisfaction. Whether you're running a restaurant, consulting firm, or fitness studio, lean startup helps you adapt to changing needs and stay ahead of the competition. Nonprofits can use lean startup to maximize their impact. By testing new programs, measuring results, and learning from feedback, nonprofits can serve their communities more effectively. Lean startup helps organizations focus on what works, adapt to changing needs, and make the most of limited resources. It's a powerful tool for driving social change. Even large enterprises use lean startup to drive innovation. By creating small, agile teams and encouraging experimentation, big companies can stay competitive in fast-changing markets. Lean startup helps enterprises cut through bureaucracy, move faster, and deliver better products. It's a proven way to foster a culture of innovation at any scale. You don't need a big team to use lean startup. Individuals, freelancers, creators, and solo entrepreneurs can apply these principles to their own projects. By testing ideas, gathering feedback, and iterating quickly, anyone can reduce risk and increase their chances of success. Lean startup is about mindset, not just methods. There are many tools to help you implement lean startup. From customer interview templates to analytics dashboards, these resources make it easier to test ideas and measure results. Popular tools include Lean Canvas, A/B testing platforms, and feedback collection apps. By using the right tools, you can streamline your lean startup journey and focus on what matters most. There are some common myths about lean startup. Some people think it's only for tech companies or that it means cutting corners. In reality, lean startup is about smart experimentation and learning, not skipping important steps. It's a flexible approach that can be adapted to any industry or project. By understanding the truth behind these myths, you can use lean startup more effectively. Lean startup and agile are often mentioned together, but they're not the same. Agile focuses on how teams build products using short cycles and regular feedback. Lean startup focuses on what to build using experiments to find the right product. Together, they create a powerful combination for innovation. Many startups use both to move fast and build products customers love. Design thinking and lean startup share a focus on understanding customers and solving real problems. Design thinking emphasizes empathy and creative problem solving, while lean startup emphasizes rapid testing and learning. When used together, these approaches help teams build better products and services. Combining design thinking with lean startup leads to more innovative and customer-focused solutions. Growth hacking is about finding creative, low-cost ways to grow your business. Lean startup provides the foundation for growth hacking by encouraging rapid experimentation and data-driven decisions. By testing new marketing ideas, measuring results, and scaling what works, startups can achieve rapid growth. Lean startup and growth hacking go hand in hand for modern entrepreneurs. Lean startup can change the way you approach funding. Instead of raising large amounts of money up front, you validate your idea with a small investment. Once you have proof of demand, it's easier to attract investors and scale. Lean startup helps you use resources wisely and build a stronger case for funding. Investors appreciate startups that minimize risk and maximize learning. Marketing is an important part of lean startup. By testing different messages, channels, and campaigns, you can find the most effective ways to reach your audience. Lean startup encourages you to experiment with marketing just like you do with product development. The goal is to learn what works, scale successful tactics, and avoid wasting money on ineffective strategies. Product managers play a key role in lean startup. They guide the team through experiments, gather feedback, and prioritize features. By focusing on learning and adaptation, product managers help startups build products that customers love. Lean startup gives product managers the tools and mindset to drive innovation and deliver results. Leaders set the tone for lean startup. By encouraging experimentation, supporting learning, and embracing failure, leaders create an environment where innovation thrives. Lean startup leaders are open-minded, data-driven, and willing to adapt. Their support is essential for building a successful, resilient startup. Culture is the foundation of lean startup. A culture that values learning, experimentation, and adaptability is more likely to succeed. Startups that embrace lean startup principles create an environment where everyone feels empowered to contribute ideas and learn from mistakes. This culture drives continuous improvement and long-term growth. Let's recap the key takeaways from lean startup. This methodology is about moving fast, learning quickly, and minimizing risk. By building MVPs, gathering feedback, and iterating rapidly, startups can create products that customers truly want. Lean startup is flexible, evidence-based, and focused on continuous improvement. Whether you're launching a new business or innovating within an existing one, lean startup can help you succeed. Need to put lean startup into practice? Start by identifying a problem worth solving, build a simple MVP, and gather feedback from real customers. Use the build, measure, learn loop to guide your progress, and don't be afraid to pivot if needed. Remember, lean startup is a journey of learning and adaptation. With the right mindset and tools, you can turn your ideas into successful products and businesses. Good luck on your lean startup journey.